One organization reaches out to homeless families in Monmouth County. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Shanna Goldstien, Executive Director of Family Promise of Monmouth County. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Many people may be surprised to learn just how many people are homeless in Monmouth County, including children.
There's a statistic that I found really significant. On an average day in Monmouth County, there's 242 children that are homeless. So a lot of times there's a stereotype of the homeless person being that bum on the street, but really it's affecting families, especially in this economy. Most families are one paycheck away from being homeless. They're having to choose between putting food on their table, paying their utility bills, or paying their rent or their mortgage. And with the high unemployment rate, we're seeing a lot more families come into our shelter.
So really a demand on your capacity at this
Absolutely.
point.
We can only serve 5 families at a time. We're a very small program, but we always run with a waiting list. There's always families. Every day I get 5 phone calls a day requesting help.
So let's get into some of the ways that you are able to help these families. You partner with different congregations throughout the area. Talk to us a little bit about the temporary shelter component of what you do.
Our program is really unique in that it's mostly run by volunteers. We have 11 host congregations, and each of the 5 families stay together at a host congregation from Sunday to the following Sunday. So they're at the church from 6 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock the next morning, and that's where they have dinner and they sleep over. And I had a family tell me that they were just so grateful to have a bed to sleep in because they had been sleeping on a floor for so long. And the fellowship that they get from the volunteers, just the support and just, you know, that shoulder to lean on during this tough time. The volunteers are such an important part of our program.
And this is a way for families to stay together as well.
Absolutely. I had a family come to us back in the fall where the dad was working full-time in a factory, had been there like 10 years. The mom got sick. They couldn't afford the medical bills. It was, you know, choosing between medical and rent. They ended up becoming homeless. If we didn't exist, the dad would have stayed in New Jersey, the mom would have gone to Texas, and the child would have gone to Florida. And they wouldn't have been able to stay together as a family. So they came to us, they were able to stay together, save money, work towards some goals, and then they were able to move out and into their own housing.
So that's just one example of how this program can work. We talked a little bit about the temporary shelter component and the idea of working with 11 different congregations. But let's talk a little bit about how this program actually works. You work on intensive case management, working to give families the tools that they need to succeed long term.
Right. We do everything. When they come into the program, we assess them. We want to know where they are, why they became homeless, what are the skills that they're lacking, and then we work on those skills. It could be learning how to budget. Some families never learned how to budget, learning, you know, working to consolidate their debt and get out of debt, how to rent an apartment, what a lease looks like, how to write a resume, how to do a job interview. We really provide that support for them and teach them those skills so that when they leave our program at the end of the 90 days, they really are in such a better place. And we provide that support ongoing even after they leave our program. And we really give them that hope and that ability to see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, that they have a future.
So what then happens after the 90 days? What kind of support do they receive from your organization?
We provide continued case management for them for up to a year after they graduate if they want to participate, and that way they know that if they are having a hard day, they always have someone to talk to, or if they get in trouble financially and they don't know what to do, you know, we can continue to help them, and we really link them with the services in the community that we know are going to be a resource for them. We're continuously always making sure that they, you know, are feeling good about themselves, that they're maintaining their independence, and we really focus on being self-sufficient, and we really want them to feel that they can take care of themselves.
Now, we mentioned the idea that on any given day in Monmouth County there are more than 200 homeless children. What does a program like this mean for stability for a child and helping that child to succeed as an individual and as a student?
It's wonderful because, like I said, the volunteers provide that support. They tutor the kids at night. They help the parents with parenting. One of the things we focus on a lot is parenting skills, because when a child comes into a situation like this, you can see some acting out behaviors. And we really just provide that stability for the families and provide the support for the parents. So we see our kids grow, and actually they don't want to leave at the end of the 90 days.
All right, some great information, and we can always give you a call. Visit your website for more information about how we can potentially volunteer as well.
That'd be great.
Thanks for being
with
us.
You.
We've been talking with Shanna Goldstien. I'm Jill Horner.